Okay then chaps, let's give it a go, shall we? Now we're taking a look at Monte Grappa today, where it's the start of the game and I'm making a diving run on the E flag, where I notice I start to sustain some fire from an enemy attack plane and an anti-aircraft gun. And there we go. That really will set the tone for the rest of the game, I'm afraid. Okay then, now here I am, I'm trying to line up behind this gentleman here. At this point I'm a little uncertain as to whether it's one of ours or one of theirs, and then there is no question it is one of theirs, and I'm afraid he has to go. Okay, now I'm trying to align myself up behind him, getting a few shots in, trying to get the distance right, and oh dear, it does appear that he is going to suicide. What a dreadful coward. Oh dear. Okay, now I've attempted to resume normal gameplay here, and I'm attacking the A flag when I notice an enemy attack plane attacking one of my friends, and that sort of thing really does irritate me, I'm afraid, and so I'm going to have to slow my plane down here to match the gentleman and keep putting in fire until we bring him down. There we go, jolly good. Oh dear, never broke a sweat. Okay then, now moving over the D flag here, and as you can see the sky is rather lively, and so I'm going to try to pick out a target. This gentleman here looks like a likely candidate, and so I'm going to drop in behind him and see if I can get some shots in. No, and I'm not having the best of luck, to be honest with you. Okay, never mind, we'll stick with it. I'll try and get a few more in, and yes, I have turned rather late there, and I'm afraid that's going to... oh dear. Yes, it appears I picked up a tail. There we go. Now I'm going to have to move to the sky in an attempt to evade the enemy aircraft and do my best to outmaneuver him. Okay, here we go. I'm going to the sky, and yes, it does appear that I have been able to outmaneuver him. Jolly good. There we go. Now all I really need to do is to repair... oh dear. Okay, it appears it's not over yet. That's an entirely different gentleman, but it makes no difference, I'm afraid. I'm going to have to attempt to repair the aeroplane as he moves in behind me there, and he really is not going to let up on me at all. That really is a dreadful nuisance, I'm afraid. Now I'm going to hop in the back of the aeroplane and see if I can shoot him down the old-fashioned way. Okay, now he's moved in front of me there, and that should give me time to repair my aeroplane, and that's a jolly... Now, how about that? He's moved in front of me. That really was unfortunate on his behalf. Let me see if I can't just follow him. Now, I really should repair my aeroplane here, but I can't say no to this opportunity. If I can get behind him, I may be able to just bring the swine down. And there he is. Okay, he's a little bit far away at this distance, so let's see if we can't narrow that gap a little. No, I don't seem to be having the best of luck, to be honest with you, but never mind, we'll stick with it and see what comes out of it. Okay, now I do believe I've been able to clip his wing there, and that is not going to make it any easier for him, I'm afraid. Now he's run to the ground looking for cover, and that really is a stupid thing to do. Furthermore, he's turning in front of me here, and he really is making all of the wrong moves. However, fortune is on his side because I am an absolute dreadful shot with this machine gun, it would seem. Okay, never mind, I'm going to stick with it anyway. He's bringing the plane round, he's going to come in front of me again, he has no option, and this time I'm going to try to position myself a little better. Okay, now this should be it, and yes, I do believe I've been able to bring him down with that burst. There we go, jolly good, and he's jumped from the plane. What a wretched coward. Now all I need to... oh dear. Okay, this might go rather badly, I'm afraid. Oh dear. Oh look, I can fly without an aeroplane. How about that? Okay, then I've got my hands on another attack plane here, and I'm going to try to drop in behind this enemy pilot. Now, I am coming under fire from some quarter here, but I shall not let that deter me. I shall endeavour to persevere with the pursuit. Okay, here we go. Now I'm bringing my plane around now, trying to line up my shot. He has taken a strike from an anti-aircraft gun here, and that will have weakened him a little. Okay, now he's going towards the ground, and as always, that is not going to help him, I'm afraid. Now, it does appear that I am sustaining some fire here, and I suspect it to be from an enemy fighter plane. However, I am not going to break away from the attack. I am going to stick with this gentleman here and see if I can't just bring him down, and there we go. Okay, now I'm going to hop in the back of the plane here and see if we can't just have a go at the fighter, and... oh, well, perhaps there wasn't a fighter after all. Never mind. Okay, now I'm bringing the plane down over the B flag here. I can hear some enemy attack planes, but I cannot see them, so I'm going to throttle the engine back, perform a wide S-turn, and see if I can buy some distance, and there we go. Now it does appear that that gentleman has shot down one of our bombers, and that sort of thing really is the height of bad manners, and so I'm going to shoot off his tailplane. Okay, there we go. Oh dear, he's going to suicide. What a dreadful... Oh dear! Oh dear! Right. My goodness, I'm still alive. Right. Well, I've got no idea how I managed to get away with that. What a fluke. Okay, then now I'm bringing my plane down here, and it does appear that yet again there is an enemy attack plane there attempting to assault one of my fellow pilots, and I really do not care to see that sort of thing. So I'm going to try to give him some of his own medicine. Okay, here we go. Now, I've clipped his wing there, and so I should think he'd break off from the attack, and yes, indeed he has done, but I'm not going to break off from the attack. I'm afraid I'm going to stick with him and see if I can't just bring him down. Okay, now he's sticking low to the ground here, and as always, that is not going to help him, and I should think he's going to try to come round in front of the cliff face here, and yes, that's where it's all going to go wrong for him, I'm afraid. Okay, let's see if we can finish him off, and... Okay, I don't quite know what happened there, but whatever it was, it didn't sound too good for him. Right here. Okay, now I'm bringing the plane round here, and as we can see, the sky is quite busy again, and yes, it does appear there are some enemy attack planes attempting to shoot down one of my fellow pilots, and so I shall select one and attempt to bring them down. Okay, here we go. This looks like a likely fellow. Right then, let's see if we can start. Oh, and it does appear to be his misfortune that there is two of us now chasing him. And furthermore, my rear gunner wants in on the action too as well. How about that? I can't help but feel this gentleman really is short on time. And yes, there he goes, I'm afraid. What a terrible, terrible shame for him. Oh look, and we're flying in formation. How about that? Rightio, now I've spotted an enemy fighter plane over here, and as it happens, that very self-same rear gunner from before has just spawned inside my aeroplane. He's a good friend of mine, don't you know, and I've asked him if he wouldn't mind shooting forward and assisting me with this kill, and working as a team, we managed to make short work of it and blast the enemy aeroplane from the sky in practically no time at all. Okay, now I'm making a run on the D flag here. I can see some enemy down below me there, and I dropped some bombs and managed to get one of them, but it does appear that I am sustaining some fire, and I believe that I am being chased by an enemy attack plane. However, I shall not let that deter me. I shall come in for another run on the D flag and see if I can cap some more of them. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to jump in the back and see if I can't just sort this attack plane out, and... no, I can't. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, here I go. Now an enemy has just flown in front of me there. We brought down the blimp, so I need to do a victory flyby, and then I'm going to go around looking for that gentleman who was trying to shoot at me. Right here, I'm slowing the plane down, and he's just flown past me there, and I'm going to see if I can just drop in behind him. Okay, now I'm slowing the aeroplane down, entering into a fake stall now, and yes, there he is. I'm going to try to shoot off his rear rudder, and no, I don't seem to be able to achieve it, I'm afraid. Nevertheless, I shall bring the aeroplane round, see if I can drop in behind him, and that appears to be a completely different aeroplane. Okay, never mind. I'm going to get out my rockets and see if I can hit him, and... no, not a sausage. I'm going to keep shooting. No, he's going down. Oh dear, he's suicided. Oh dear, what a coward. Right then. Okay, now I can see an enemy plane in the distance there, and so I shall turn my attention to him instead and see if I can't just drop round behind him. He's come in front of me there. I'm turning around, and yes, there he is. Okay, right, I've got a few shots on him. He does seem to be rather low, and no, don't do it, Sunshine. Don't do it, Sunshine. No. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, well they really are a bunch of spineless cowards, I'm afraid to say. I really have to say it. Well, it's near the end of the game, so let's see if we can have some fun. I'll try and get a gentleman on the ground with a rocket. Can I get him? Yes, I can. Whoops. Okay, didn't mean to do that. Never mind. Okay, let's take another look at that, shall we? Now, I've spotted him down there on the rock. I get out my rockets, fire it, and boom is the man. Well, yes, he certainly is.